what are some things that you think that as a young man, like it's all different things, but as a woman, like some of the most, like one of the main things, if you could say that a young man should look for in a woman now, and to like being in the generation we're in now, because everything revolves around money, right? So let's the like taking money out of it. Like when you really want to get to know a person, what do you think is something that, like our son, what is something that you like as a woman you would tell him, hey, this is what you want to look for in a woman. This is what matters, not financially. This is on the inside. Like what would be something that we will have to sit down and talk to him and tell him?
I would say a person that's has a pure heart, a person that's
Ooh, that's a good one, bro. That's a good one.
A person with a pure heart, and just that really cares, because so many people are so selfish these days, so selfish, and you really don't realize it. Like, when you get into a relationship, right, you are head over heels for this person, and you missing, well, we could call it missing or ignoring the signs, whichever one you want to call it. And you don't really realize, you get into the relationship a year down the line, you're like, well, you kind of selfish, or you kind of this, you kind of that. So it's like, you got to be, I say, ask the important questions. Like we already had a conversation before about questions. Some of these things come up naturally. Like these questions come up naturally, not even just about credit or money, but eventually money is gonna come in there. But you want to know that you got a person that's
We did have that talk.
You want to be with a person that's gonna have your back, whether you got money or not. I ain't saying you out here just being a bum, but if you come on hard times, so many people are just like, I ain't about to deal with this, so it's gonna come up. And then, or even if you talking about through sickness, some people, you get sick or break a leg, they like, go.
You got something?
Man, I'm actually enjoying this. So keep going.
All right. So because I'm gonna need you on this one anyway. I got blocked by this person, but there's a guy on, I don't know why, I just left a comment and it wasn't even a rude comment, but he blocked me. There's a guy, I think I showed you him on TikTok. We're not gonna mention his name on here, but his whole thing is, what can you do for a woman? Buying her things. His whole like image stink or whatever you want to call it on social is, if you're not paying for everything, then what are you doing? The woman should not be going half on nothing. So that's his whole thing. So my thing is, when I see that is she with you because of love, or is she with you because of what you can do for her? Because you've built your relationship off of finance, off of what I can do for you out of pocket. What happens when it doesn't get it comes to, okay, we really got to stick together. We got to ride this out. Money ain't coming in. What happens when hard times come? And of course, it's easy to say hard times ain't never coming, but you never know. So my thing is, you can't, like, you building the relationship based off of money. Like, explain the best way you can, like, how that is just like not a good thing. Because all I said was, so basically you telling me your way of showing her love is just through your pockets. So it's really, to me, that's materialistic things. He flashed off the purses and stuff. He got her this, that, and the third. And that's really his whole thing is, if you can't provide for her financially, then she shouldn't be with you, which I think is just the most foolish thing to say to anybody. But there's an audience out there that caters to. It's dudes that was agreeing with that too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I would definitely say, I wouldn't say that it's foolish, because it depends on that situation, right? If that's what worked for y'all, then do that. But at the end of the day, like, you could really have two people, right? You can have a woman that's capable of holding her own when it comes to the finances to help you and this is that and third. But if you got it like that, and you just want to spoil your woman, but she truly genuinely loves you, and for a fact that if you do come on hard times and you ain't buying her purses every week and this type of thing, then I mean, that's okay. But for instance, sometimes that puts a person in a position where they become entitled, or they become just greedy because they're so used to this lifestyle. And once you create that monster, it's kind of hard to that's like why a lot of the rich people, when they get a divorce, they want to take more than half of what you make it, because they're accustomed to living this lifestyle that you've been providing for them for so long, and that's what they want. So if you do just so happen to come on hard times, and she just not I feel like me, if you was just this filthy rich type of guy and you was always buying me anything, like if that was a stop, I kind of be like, dang, but I wouldn't be like, all right, well, that's it. You can't do nothing else for me. I wouldn't do that. And you have some women out there that are like me that just truly are genuine people. But it's a whole lot of monsters out here who just have, the pretty face, the material things, and you just wouldn't even know.
So the man, y'all killing it, first of all. But to that point, most dudes don't have that to give. That's number one. And thank God I ain't gonna say most. Thank God there are a lot of women who are not like that. There's some really great, down to earth, genuine women out here.
You don't hear about them enough.
Well, yeah, you know what? You know what's so funny? And I realized the women who are really doing what they're supposed to do aren't on social media all day.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't all in the comment section. They doing what they're supposed to do. And I remember seeing one post where a guy was talking about, I think he had been married for a long time, and all these women came in talking about, I've been married for this long and me and my husband are happy. And it was just like I was like, man, where y'all been hiding? Because a lot of the women who are single and are on that same like tick, Willie, are the ones who are on social media every day venting their frustrations. But what I was going to say is this. You said if you fall on hard times, well, y'all know just as well as I do, hard times come in many different forms.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just money, bro.
Yeah.
And the main issue with that is, are you actually building a relationship with this person? Like you and I talk, it's like, do you actually know what her favorite food is? Do you know what her favorite movie is? Do you know what type of music she like? Like, are you actually building a relationship with this person where you actually know who they are as a person beyond just material things? Because anybody can go out and trick it off.
Right.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, do you actually know this person? That's why a lot of times you see these, and I know these dudes, you see a woman who's over here with this dude getting all his money, but she's over here with this dude spending time.
Hey, man, that's what we talked about. Like, you spending all this money flossing on her. Meanwhile, she just with a regular, like, listen, man, it's nothing wrong. Like, we love trips, we love to travel, we love to go places. But some of the best times that we've had is just in the car driving, literally just talking to each other, getting to know each other. And I think this generation has gotten away from that, just to actually having a conversation.
Bro, some of the best things in life are free.
Come on, man.
Honestly.
Nowadays too, like when people are taking trips, I feel like a lot of times, like with us, if we take a trip, we're normally we'll post the pictures when we get back, or like when our trip is close to ending. But so many people, you literally know every single.
You know when they get on the plane, when they get off.
Not taking that time to actually enjoy the moment versus, or hey, I'm on a vacation or whatever it is that they're saying these days. You like,
or if they own a trip with the dude, they leave him out the picture.
No face, no case. What they do, they block the face out.
I'm the type of person, I'm liable to come back from a trip with no pictures just because I'm like, I'm not worried about taking a picture. And then I think about it like, oh man, I should have took a picture. But I'm trying to enjoy the time and make a memory that's in my mind versus being so busy going live or doing whatever it is that people do these days.
So before you go, I just got one last question for you, which, I mean, this has been a great topic, and I feel like we need to do a part 2. Outside of money, right? Because we live in a time where men can earn and women can earn. I got no issues with that at all. Outside of money, just the natural gifts and abilities. And me and Willie had this talk. There's a certain energy and a certain set of abilities that men bring to the table, certain gifts that women bring to the table. I personally believe that God put women here to bring beauty to the world, because I could not imagine a world without women. Could you imagine what the world would look like without women? It would be dark and gray.
Just dim.
Yeah, it would be horrible. Women provide beauty. They provide the art of the world. I mean, when you think about feminine energy, there's a softness to it. There's a nurturing to it. Mm-hmm. And so outside of the material things, and this is what I think about when I hear the word real woman, I think about her bringing all of that, not money. See, I'm the type of dude that if we're a team, and this is what I don't get about this generation, if we're a team, then how is it your money and my money and we supposed to be in a relationship? Ain't it supposed to be both of ours? Especially if you marry, because I see a lot of posts where a woman will ask, if you make more money than the guy, is he a potential partner, or does your spouse or whatever need to make more money than you? And I'm thinking, like, if y'all a team, y'all supposed to put that in the pot and build from there, right?
But you know what? So many women too. Like at my this one place that I used to work at, we would get bonuses, and I swear I never knew that it was a thing. But they used to be like, "You better put that money in your own account. Don't tell your husband." I used to be like, "Y'all do that?" Like I'm just not like that. I can't listen. I just couldn't. I'd be like, "Babe, guess what we got?" Like,
And so to me, that's a real woman, where she's bringing it just the same way he's bringing it, and we're doing it together as a team. But outside of money, what do you think are the gifts and abilities that a woman brings? Because you got a lot of women out here, unfortunately, operating in that masculine energy, right? But as far as just being a woman, what do you think that she's supposed to bring to the table outside of anything that can be bought?
I mean, yeah, you took the words out of my mouth when you said like the softness that the woman brings and just that nurturing spirit. Like most women, it just comes so naturally, right? To just be nurturing, to just be confident, to set the tone for peace in the home, to be the one that's on top of all the stuff,
Bro,
organized.
I'm sorry, I gotta interrupt. What you just said right there, peace. That is priceless. That is a priceless thing to bring it to the home.
Yeah, and I mean, I definitely, those are the things. It just comes naturally. The piece you got, you got to work on that a little bit, and got to work on that a little bit. But those are the things that women create. When you walk in your house and it's smelling good, it's clean. Not saying that men can't clean or men can't do these things, but it's just something about the woman's touch on that makes it different. The woman did that. The woman brought that life. Me and my husband literally was talking the other day, and I was saying, like, most women are the glue to the relationships because they're the one that's making sure everything is handled on time. Like a man can do it, but it might not be done on time. A man can take care of the kids, but they may be, looking a little raggedy. This stuff ain't gonna be together. Might have some wrinkled clothes on, but the mom's gonna take that time.
That's because men got that it'll work attitude. It'll work. Let's go.
Like, let's go in here. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do this. Those are the things that when thinking about what a woman brings that's other than money to the table, that is irreplaceable to me. I'm like, you can take me away and you can do all these things, but it ain't gonna be done the way that I'm gonna do it. Smooth.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Willie?
All right, so really quick, and we're gonna let you go. Advice to the younger women coming up. What's your best advice for them moving, like going forward? Like, if you can give them any type of advice to make their generation up and coming better based off of the experience you've had, what would you tell them?
That's a good question.
I know. I asked a good question.
Advice I would give to.
What would you tell our daughter? What would you tell? Blessings getting older. I got the strap out. I'm getting ready to lock and load. She's getting ready to step out. What advice as a mom would you give her?
I would just tell her to not make life a competition. Go at your own pace.
Wow, that's powerful.
And
wait a minute.
Wow, that's powerful.
Say that again.
Just
say that
life
again.
is not a competition,
Don't make life a competition.
It's not a competition. Just go at your own pace. Don't get caught up in the who can do this and who doing this better. We are all designed with our own gifts and talents. Like I tell my son all the time, somebody else may be doing the exact same thing that you're doing, but they're not going to do it just like you. So focus on that. Focus on your gifts, your talents, and what you already have inside of you, because we already got everything in us to be the best person that we can be, and just focus on those things and bring that out. And be pure. Just be a genuine, kind-hearted person.
Man, don't make life a competition. That was great.
Well, thank you.
That was great.
And Uncle Price is going to get this advice. Make sure she get her CCW. Make sure she start Jeet Kune Do soon. Make sure she carry a taser, and make sure she take her older brothers with her.
Oh,
on the
definitely.
first date, second date, third date? You know,
We all gonna be there.
Listen,
you're all gonna be there. Okay.
We all gonna be there.
listen. My dad used to, when I used to, if I wanted to go to the movies with a boy, he used to be right in the back, and he no holding hands, no none of that. I'm right behind y'all. And
Bro,
what
let me
movie
tell you
y'all
something.
really trying to see? Because y'all can see it at the house.
Bro, my grandfather, and this is no lie, East Cleveland, down the street from Shaw. He's an ex-Marine. Literally on the porch, having us bring down his shotguns so he could shine them up and clean them out on the porch while all my girl cousins was playing outside. He did that a lot. He did that a lot, bro. Every single summer, he's on the porch cleaning off his shotgun. So when you hear somebody saying it clean, I witnessed it firsthand. And he used to take us to the gun range too. So
Man. All right.
that's a real woman right there.
That is. Thank you for sitting down with us, having this conversation. We really appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having me, guys.
It was great. You got anything to say before I close out?
Nah, bro, y'all said it all.
All right. So again, remember to like, share, like, tell a friend. Thank you for watching. This is my wife, Janae Ashford. I am the Willie Ashford. That's Price. We are the Black Culture Podcast. Peace.